I'm going to get religious on all of us for a second. There's a song we sing on the Sabbath, and it's called Ashes Chayil, and there's a line in it that says, Sheker Hachein Vehaval Hayofi, which means that we glorify lies and we uglify beauty, which means, let's say, we think that when someone abstains from promiscuity, that they're prude and that they're bad because they care about sexual health and they want to be celibate and they want to have meaningful sexual relationships. You get scoffed at for that. But somebody who goes and makes $50 million off of porn is going to be praised. So in the same right, in our religious culture, they're going to take the ugliness and they're going to hide it. They won't necessarily beautify it, but they're going to hide it. And the beauty of the people who have the courage to speak up, those people are going to get punished. Those people are going to get cursed. Those people are going to be found dead. Those people are going to be found blackmailed. Because there's like a whole underworld going on in these super religious circles where they have their own police, they have their own, if there's even landlord abuse, there's organizations, they have like there's a whole underworld going on of loaning and getting people out of trouble and lawyers, and it's good, but it's also bad.
Hello, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. Salutations to you brothers in the highways and byways. Salutations also goes out to you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. I'm the brother Malak from the Diligent Soldier Camp here in Boston, Mass. And as always, I pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. The name of this one is, These Amalekites Are Cruel and Violent Devils. These Amalekites are cruel and violent devils. Okay, and I mean, what more do you have to hear? You know, as the worldly phrase goes, you know, or saying goes, straight out of the horse's mouth, right? Here it is, this 1948er, right? You know, when on video, I forget exactly where, I think it's called the Soft Underbelly, I think is the YouTube handle. I got it from Instagram, this post. But reading the comment section, it comes from an interview that they had with this young lady in a page apparently called the Soft Underbelly. Okay, I'll see if I could put the link on the description if I remember, Lord's will. But yeah, you know, I mean, really, there's not much more to say about these people, man. You know, their true colors are coming out. You know, their tongue is falling upon them, as the scriptures say, which means, in other words, that they'll be airing each other out, right? Well, they'll be putting they'll be telling on themselves, basically, you know, and they do this a lot. You know, there's a plethora of videos out there where they will say certain things, and they'll even admit that they could say that because they're Jews, right? I didn't want to say that word, but anyways, you know, because they are Amalekites, right? Because they are, you know, they took our identity, you know, and they call themselves basically the tribe of Judah, right? Which we know that word Jew is a derogatory way of saying Judah, you know, Benjamin and Levi, because these devils basically couldn't even tell the difference between the three tribes, right? But, you know, sticking to topic, as the brother Kazak always says, sticking to topic, man, you know, these people are demons, man. Just pure demons, man, in the flesh. You know, here it is, as she said, man, they glorify wickedness, man. You know, lying. which is like a big no-no in the scriptures, right? They glorify, lies and wickedness, their evil ways. They uglify beauty, right? By, as she was just explaining it, right? Women that try to stay away from promiscuity. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Basically keeping themselves from being hoes, man, whores. They try to tear that down. They don't hide these things neither among their community. They sing about it, man. They goddamn sing about it on the Shabbat, on what they will call the rest, right? Showing you also, man, that they're just mocking, man. I mean, at least the people, the top echelon of those people themselves, right? Because Amalek is the top echelon of the top tribe of the Edomites, right? But even amongst themselves, there's levels, there's a hierarchy, and even the top ones, will greenlight these gatherings and hymns, if you want to call it that, and songs or whatever, to mock the Israelites, man. First and foremost, the Lord and the Father, man. Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai. So there's really not much to say, man. I mean, yes, we could say a lot, but at the same time, like, there's, what else do you have to see or hear about these people, man, to realize these are not the people of the Lord, man. They can be. They absolutely can be, man. Their actions prove exactly who they are, man. Wicked, low people, man. Okay? Got a few scriptures lined up. I won't make this too long. This is the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 1. It says, "But now they that are younger than I have me in derision." Right? This is Job speaking and complaining about these devils, man, these Edomites, whose fathers I have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. So, let me read that again. Whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Now let's look up this word disdain real quick. Just a quick look up. It goes into contempt, dislike, disgust, despite. Let me see. Disrespect, condescension, the feeling that someone or something is unworthy of one's consideration or respect, contempt. Okay, now, Job is saying here, whose father I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Now ask yourself why. Job wouldn't even want those people around, his dogs. You feel me? His animals, any creature that Job owned. Because these devils are into all types of wickedness, man. Bestiality, eating unclean animals, all types of shit, man. Job didn't say this for no reason, man. This is explaining and speaking about these people, man, describing these people, their attributes and all that, man. When you jump down to verse 5, it says, they were driven forth from among men. Okay? Even way back then, and we know that these niggas done got kicked out of a bunch of different nations, man. A lot of countries have kicked these people out for being so warlike, so wanton, right? That word wanton, let me get it right quick. Let me get it real quick. It's not the wonton that Moab be cooking up. Not that shit. Okay? has its definition, that word. It says of a cruel or violent action, deliberate and unprovoked, sexually unrestrained, or having many casual sexual relationships, typically used of a woman. So these people are by definition wanton, man. And that's what she was saying, that they uglify beauty, you know. Women that try to keep from promiscuity, from being out there and getting around, they talk ill about women like that, and they tear them down. You know, I can imagine all the forced grape that goes on in their own community amongst themselves, man. All right. It says a sexual unrestrained woman. Verb, play, frolic, behave in a sexual unrestrained way. You know, and that goes for both of them, man. Especially the men. You know, you got a so-called rabbi, man, that was the head of that whole issue going on with the tunnels that were being drilled in New York. You know, and shortly after it was exposed, they hired men to go in there and basically cover it up. You know, pouring cement. You know, they poured in cement to hide evidence, man. Lord knows what the fuck these people were doing down there, man. To children, babies, and whatnot, man. You know, I don't know 100%, but I have seen many times. I just don't know how true it is, but I've seen many times how, in like, not documents, but basically, man, what is the word? Not so much scriptures, right? But writings about how they justify laying with children, man. With specifically years of 3 years old and younger, man. Okay? These people are sick. Verse 5 again from Job 30. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. You know, we all seen the Flintstones, man. Now notice how there was never a brother in there, man. There was never even an Elamite in there, man. Or a Moabite. From what I remember, I think one of the bosses might have been a Moabite, but I doubt it. They were all Edomites, man. Living in caves. I mean, they look like houses, right? With little cul-de-sacs and all that shit. You know, they have their cars. You know, not real cars, but obviously it's cartoons first and foremost. But just the way they made it seem was almost like a modern day, you know, like with houses and shit. But these people were cavemen, and that's their history. That's their true history. And it says it right here: to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Right? Among the bushes, they braid, right? And that braid goes into like grunting and shit. Like this is how these people would communicate. You know, like almost like dogs growling, man. But these were humans, man. Base humans. Among the bushes, they braid. Under the nettles, they were gathered together. They were children of fools, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Okay, they were viler than the earth. These are vile people, man. Okay, vile people, very warlike, very cruel, very violent. You know, wicked. A wicked ass nation, man. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 5. It says, the vile person shall be no more called liberal. Because this man is walking around here like, you know, well, he's not that he's walking around here like he owned the place. He definitely owns the place, you know. The world was given into the hands of Esau, man. Into the world was given into the hands of the wicked. You know, you read that in Malachi 1 and 4 who the wicked are. So it was given to him by who? The Lord himself, because everything is in the Lord's hand. So power was given to this man by the Lord himself, by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Power was given to this man to rule for a season. Pursuant to Revelations 20, for a short season, and that season is almost up, man. This devil's almost out of it. That's why the scriptures tell you that, in Revelations, that he knows that he has but a short time. Right? But this is just, stick at the topic, man. It's basically shining a light on these Amalekites, right? So it says, the vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity. Now let's look up that word villainy real quick. H5039 Nebala, and it means senseless, folly, disgraceful, immorality, profane actions, disgrace, contumely, disgrace. As a root word, foolish, senseless, fool. Alright? So the fool, for the vile person will speak foolish, right? And his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, because that's what these people are. They will talk a good one. How, they're very spiritual and they, take care of their community. And they, you even got these people, lawyers and, what's that shit called? Anthropologists. I forget how to pronounce it, but those people that basically do that, donate a lot of money and so-called do things, but the so-called do good things for different communities and nations, right? But the scriptures tell you that, they could do no good, man. And when he does good, he does it for his gain, That's what the scriptures speak about this man, and his people. For the vile person will speak, villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against Yahweh, to make empty the soul of the hungry. And who the hungry, man? The Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled bird, scattered around the world. And he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. The instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor, Israelites, with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. Okay, this is why when the truth is the new hate speech, man. But these devils could get on camera with a live feed to their side of the wickedness that these people are doing, and they will straight up lie to your face, man. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 5. It says, the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, man. So like I said earlier, man, this devil is almost out of here, man. The earth is increasing in knowledge, as the scriptures say it will. That in the latter days, knowledge shall increase, right? Their tongue is being is falling upon them all the time, constantly. These devils can't even keep up with the lies anymore. Okay, because you have to make other lies to reinforce the lies that you told before. And as of late, man, many videos are coming now about September 11, and different different information, man, that really is putting it out there, that or improving, not in the court of law, man, but in your critical thinking, right, in your own eyes, if you believe your eyes, that these devils were lying about the whole thing. And guess who owned these buildings, man? These Amalekites. And guess what they did before that shit even before them them buildings came that those buildings came down. They signed insurance on it. Like, what is it? What's it called? Insurance, basically, man. They got it insured and got paid way more for them, yeah? For them coming down, man. And all that is out here, man. You know, they'll call it conspiracy theory, man, but it's you know, I mean, to each their own, man. You know, for those who have eyes to see and ears to understand, man. You know, I'll leave you with this last scripture, man, because these people talk a good one, as I said, man. You gotta take what these people say, man, and scrutinize it, man. You know, because they telling on themselves. And every day that goes by, it gets clearer and clearer who these devils are, and what their intentions are, you know. And you can see that they'll never change, basically, man. They never change, man. The Lord programmed these devils to be the way that they are, man. To hate everything to be everything that the Lord hates. All right. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach in the Apocrypha. It says, chapter 12, verse 10, Salakia. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And we know that this devil Esau, Edom, their top tribe being Amalek, they are our sworn enemies, man, to the death. Okay, these are the fucking cowards that attacked us when the Lord had us cross the Red Sea. They was attacking the weak, which were the elders and children that were women that were in the back. So never trust these enemies, man. Never trust these people, man, because a lot of things are being worked behind the scenes, and everything has its time to come to light, man. A lot of these things that are being done in the dark are going to come to light, but you know, you don't need more explanation or proof to know who these people really are, man, and to keep clear from these people, man. You know, and pray that the Lord has mercy on you to overcome their snares, man, their traps, their jinns, which is their tricks, man. So I pray that this lesson was edifying. In closing, I want to give all honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakudash, the water Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, for putting the spirit on me to bring this lesson out. I want to give double honors to the apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. I want to send out salutations to you brothers in the highways and hedges. Keep pushing, man. Keep striving. We're almost out of here. Same goes for you brothers and sisters that tune in to listen and learn, man. Keep praying. You know, hold fast, which is good, with what is good, man, which is this truth and this understanding. And don't be pushed around basically by different winds of doctrines, man. Different doctrines that are coming out, all these seducing spirits that are just multiplying and waxing worse, man. All that means is that we almost out of here, man. We see things cooking up, we see these prophecies hitting, and we're seeing the color of these devils coming out, man, and the horns, man. And they themselves are telling on themselves, man. What more do you want, man? All right. Shalom and a Bible bull.